Hi, it's Barrie here from barrieevans.com. Now, I realise that everybody has different thoughts on attitude, and your attitude can change the way you think. So, attitude can change thoughts, and everybody has different thoughts on attitude. But there are things that make you think sometimes that are put in front of you that change your thought and change your attitude towards something. And it's a very debilitating feeling, but it's all down to your thought process and how you imagine things to be. Now, I had this on several occasions, speaking to people about a problem that I had actually 2 years ago. I slipped and fell, banged the back of my head, and I ended up with a detached retina in my right eye. I had to have eye surgery, and many people have spoken to me about it and said, "Oh, that's rather nasty." I said, "Well, what did you have to do?" So I explained the procedure, and the procedure was that they had to go into my eye, and I was awake at the same time. It all had to be done when I was awake, and they basically had to get into the eye itself, inside the eye, suck out all the dried blood that had happened when the detached retina took place, and repair it with a laser. And they found 3 tears, and they said, "Well, how the heck did you put up with that?" Oh, what a horrible thought. Everyone just shudders and says, "Whoa, whoa," like that, sort of shuddering. And the thought of it, that somebody's poking around inside your eyeball, it was something. I had an attitude, and my thoughts were based on the attitude that it was either go through this or lose my sight. So my whole thing was, whatever it takes, whatever I have to do to make certain that I don't go blind in my one eye, because I'd experienced it for a few weeks because my eye was full of blood. It was horrible. I didn't want to go blind in my one eye. I don't want to go blind in either eye. My mother's practically blind from diabetes. I don't want to go through that. I understand now what she's going through. So I knew that I was going to have needles put around my eye to numb it. I knew I was going to be awake where they poked around inside. But I just resigned myself to it. And had I not had that attitude, I would have been terrified. I don't think I could have gone through it. Had I really thought about the process and thought about what happened, I didn't care what happened. I wanted my eye to be repaired. It has been. I now have a cataract and I'm waiting for surgery to remove that. But again, that doesn't bother me. It means that my sight is going to be back and I won't need these anymore. So I've been told by the optician. So people's attitude towards what happened, and everyone shuddered. It can happen in all walks of life. It can happen with your business. People will say something to you and your attitude will change towards something because somebody's changed your thinking process. Your thought process has changed. So your thoughts on attitude towards something is going to change. When your thought process is strong and you are focused towards your goal and you're focused towards making it no matter what, then it doesn't matter what somebody else says. It doesn't matter if you know that that thing is right for you and you have gone through the thoughts and your attitude is such that you are going to do this, and it doesn't matter. Nobody will put you off. Don't let yourself get into a situation where it's an emergency to change that thought in your head. It can happen in any walk of life. And don't let it knock you back. When you get knocked back, you don't move forward the same. Your attitude, based on your thoughts, an attitude towards something that you may think you might think will put you off, then your belief is not going to be as strong as you need it to be. So perhaps it's the wrong opportunity for you. It's something you haven't got that passion for. If you have that passion, don't let anything get in your way. Don't let anything stop you. You have to have something. I wanted to keep my site. I want a strong business. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get my business to where I want it to be, however long it takes. I didn't care if this was going to take 4 operations to keep my site. It only took one, and one to remove a cataract, which is going to happen, I hope, very soon. And basically, to me, to keep 100% of my site, that was more than a price to pay. A little bit of attitude towards something that prevented my thoughts from changing and distributing fear. Fear is one thing that we have to battle against, we have to conquer. I hope you're still here. If you are still here, that's been great, and I hope that this has helped you. If you feel like joining me in my business or seeing what I do, there is a link below the video. I would love to see you. My name is Barrie Evans. That's all from me. Bye for now.